everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the 49ers going up against the Redskins.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Josh Doxson's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Deshaun Hall in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Defense showing blitz. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He'll look to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly...
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas able to get in there and drop him behind the line. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll look to throw here. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ryan Anderson coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Out of the gun now on third down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Into the Redskins. Have it, they do.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Shift together here from the D-line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll drop to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will make our score 9-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They go play action here on first down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down at the 46. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll set up the throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Redskins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He dumps it to Hyde. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They'll set up to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Ohio! Here we go!
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, they're hoping the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Watch it now. All right, here we go. Boom, landing. Leopard.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
All right, here we go. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit.
Now a play fake here on first down. Doxson with a grab over the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doxson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the interception by the Redskins deed leads to a touchdown. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 78 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down.
Let's go!
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Redskins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
.31 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Let's go! What? 9! Flex route!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll look to throw here. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Allen, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Deshaun Kaiser, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And this one through the uprights and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And here come the Redskins now. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Redskins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Time running out here on the play clock. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 27, the 40, the 20. 10, 5, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their off.
He's got him in. Complete. 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Josh Doxson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Let's round! Let's round! Ohio!
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Past the 20. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They're the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Here we go. Let's round. Let's round. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. He'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Anderson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. The play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Redskins on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 11. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Redskins, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.